is that the devil is a person who keeps throwing something at a particular resistance with the intention of breaking down the resistance. For example, he takes an object, maybe a ball or a hammer or something, he keeps throwing it at a particular wall, same spot, with the intention of what? Breaking through that thing. That is the meaning of devil. That's what Ephesians is telling us, and Paul was telling us here. He says the devil is just a guy that keeps going through a particular route, just one way. Once he discovers that thing that frustrates you or infuriates you the most in a relationship, you know what he does? He keeps twisting it. He won't leave it. It's that thing. Maybe for you it's finance, or for you maybe it's issue of love or attention or quality time or acts of service or whatever it is. That thing that gets you livid. That's the thing. Satan, he won't touch another one. He's keep pushing it. He'll just keep pushing that button. So his idea is to keep hitting at the same point in order to penetrate that resistance. In other words, Satan will keep hitting at your most vulnerable point. That's why I started this teaching by asking. At least I'm aware of what annoys me, and I know why. So I can now deal with it, because for anything Satan wants to do to scatter your marriage or create disharmony, is that thing he will go to. He will keep pushing that button. Diabolos, he won't throw here, throw there, throw there. Satan is not erratic. No, he's smart. It's that same thing he will be hitting. That same thing. Now, he will come in different shapes, form, and sizes. If it is money, it is money. That thing that annoys you, money. Bad behavior. Whatever it is, he'll keep pushing it. He'll keep pushing it. But here's what I'm trying to propose, because we are teaching you on family harmony. Once you know that, two things you will need to do. First, you will need to pray for God to help you, all right, to deal with that thing. You see, because the first goal of God is not to change your partner. The first assignment of the Spirit of God is to change you. Yeah. You know, when we pray, changing your spouse. Please listen and listen to me. Some certain behaviors, some certain character, some certain things may not change in your spouse. Some problems may not go away. Sad to say, but it's the truth. So you say, what do I do now? You may need to grow above them. Yeah. Meaning, you are going to say, God, give me the grace to rise above this thing that infuriates me in this person. To rise above this thing that infuriates me in this person. Ah, Pastor, no. It's either she bends or she breaks. That's what we call divorce. That's why you have broken marriages. That's the key. For you, no! Here, family must come. It's either she bends or he breaks. I don't care. Good. At least we know that you have headed for divorce. It was a choice you made. But you can also make the other choice, which is, now that I know that this thing is an issue, and like I said on Sunday, you can't change people. It's only God that can change people. People will change for two reasons. Number one, they will change because they want to, and they will change because they have to. Meaning, people only change for their terms, not for your terms. You gotta believe me. Because that's what is infuriating you. No, he must change. She must change. No, some of you think, no, I will change him. Hey. So when that's why I tell single, one of the mistakes you make as a single is that you marry people with the intention of changing them. So you see, what you used to call slow, when I'm sloppy, you say, when I marry him, I will ginger him. Okay. You will soon know that the moment you start to ginger him, he will say you are nagging. Hello, ladies. Yes. He will tell you are nagging. Leave me alone. Huh? Leave me. I'm trying my best. Then you talk, but you need to wake up. You need to do something. Look at the family. We don't have money. We are going through stress. Hey, leave me. If you know you wanted to marry a rich man. They will start gaslighting you. Hope you know what I'm saying. Yes. Yeah. You see why you shouldn't blame him? You saw that tendency before you entered. That's why they say, "Scave emptor, buyers beware." Yes. They wrote it there. When you want to buy a property, don't you see they write it on the wall? Cave emptor. You know what it means? Buyers beware. Look, James chapter 1. Let me tell you how you deal with it. James chapter 1 verse 3. Because James knows that some things will not change. This is what he says. He says, knowing this, know this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have a perfect work, that you may be mature and entire, wanting nothing. If any man lack wisdom, let him ask of God, that giveth to all men liberally and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. In other words, what James is saying is that you need patience. You say, what is patience? It's called hypomeno. It means to stay under a heavy weight without sulking or bulking, without complaining, murmuring, or griping. That's what patience is. It's not, okay, there's has to be patient. I'm patient to pastor. It's because of you, I'm patient. That's not patience. Patience is that you are under that weight that is almost breaking your back. So it's an attitude you keep without complaining. You say, but pastor is breaking me. That's why he says you go to God in prayer. So God gives you the stamina, the strength. Are you with me here now? So the prayer is, oh Lord, give me the strength to carry this. One day, Paul apostle was going through some trials. He says, 3 times I sought the Lord. What was God's answer? My grace is sufficient. Yes, the supply of grace. Because many of you are not wanting grace. You want to force it. She must. Then you break everything. Then you have a broken marriage. Yeah. Or a broken vessel. So what's the challenge? The challenge is that many couples have simply refused to grow. That's the problem. They refuse to grow. They are stuck with it. They say, look, pastor, this is it. I've come to this point. If this thing does not move, I will not move. Once you begin to make those things ultimatums in marriage, you're going to have challenge. Some couples have refused to grow. Grow what? Above some certain thing. Meaning, those things that used to annoy you last 2 years should not annoy you 2 years after. Because you have grown. Now, does it mean you have now started to approve of their misbehavior? No. Again, remember on Sunday when I was teaching you, I said, reward honesty, not bad behavior. Did I tell you that? Maybe that was in church service. I said, when you're raising children and your child tells you the truth when he or she does something, I said, don't punish the child. Did you hear me say that? Good. I said, always reward honesty, because when time your child tells you the truth and you punish the child, you are creating a system where the child will begin to lie. So if you say, don't lie to me, tell me the truth, and anytime your child tells you the truth and you punish the child, you are the one that has broken the system. Are you still with me? Yes, sir. Now, you can sit the child down and explain the consequences of those choices or behaviors, but never punish it. Are you still with me here? Because you are trying to create a bigger culture. Now, let's come to marriage. It's the same thing. I am not telling you to approve of that misbehavior of that person. No. I am telling you that instead of that misbehavior to steal your peace, look at you now, you are stealing your peace. You are not happy. Is that not what the situation is? You are sad. You are depressed. You are angry. Why? And let me be honest with you. If care is not taken, you may die. And that person will marry somebody else. I'm telling you. I mean, with due respect, don't misunderstand me. Nobody is worth dying for, not even in a marriage. Did you hear what I just said? Pastor, I've done everything. This person is stubborn. Make up your mind from today. Let me give you an example. If you came home and noticed that this thing is on the floor and it's supposed to be here, and you tell your wife, this thing on the floor is supposed to be here. Maybe it's a cup. You go out, come back, and it's there. It's been causing quarrel. I'm using this as an example. The next time you come and you sit on the floor, tell your wife it's not an issue. If I don't talk about it, leave it there. You say, but pastor, it shouldn't be there. Then don't complain. You be the one to take it and keep it there. But don't complain anymore. That's taking that cup is now your new ministry. Cup shifting ministry worldwide. You see the way many of you are laughing. You see, because now, which would you rather prefer? Every time you come in happy and you see that, what happens? Your happiness. That's the point I'm making. So you are getting more depressed. I'm using this literally to explain bigger issues. No. Make up your mind. This is how it will be. I don't want to go into too many scenarios so I don't create problem for you. Whether it's cooking or cleaning or some certain things. There are some certain food you want your wife to cook, she can't cook. It's either of two things. It's either you bring a cook to help her, teach her, or you make up your mind that from today I will not be eating that kind of food again. You know why? You started eating it one day. You can also discontinue. You know how many of you are looking at me like, pastor, because you don't know what love is. Love is loaning you my strength without reminding you of your weakness. What does that mean? It means I have made up my mind to stick with you through thick and thin. But if the person loves you back, the person will choose to go and learn. Are you seeing it now? Humble enough to say, okay, let me go and learn the recipe or learn this thing. But you don't make it an issue. You say, pastor, no. That's what they train me. Banga, soup, and paderian. If I don't shop banga, paderian, my body go to shake. You go shop for another soup. Because I'll be honest with you, the day you travel to China, you will not eat banga soup. You see the deceit here? You say, I will carry along with me. For how long will you do that if you relocate? See, I'm using this as just surface. Some of the issues are deeper. But my take is, you are not doing it because of your partner. You are doing it because of you. And let me be honest with you. The moment you start taking that thing away or cleaning the floor or doing that thing without you complaining, automatically one day you come back, that person will start doing it. Do you see? Yeah. Or in your mind, you have made up, I've grown. There are many, children, when you tell the children, look at you, big head, you'll be crying, auntie. Those of you who are teachers, he call me big head. But many of you today, you and your friends are playing, they just push your head, say big head. You sure you laugh? You have grown. The same you that used to throw a tantrum many years ago. Now, somebody's playing and says, look at you, big head. You just smile. What happened to you? You have grown. You know, understood as a child. I thought as a child, but when I became a man, I put away what? Look at the sequence. Leave that verse on the screen. When I was a child. So what do children do? He says, I what? Spoke as a child, understood as a child, and thought as a child. So this is the sequence for children. They speak first before they understand, before they think. So what do adults do? They reverse the order. You think first, you understand before you talk. That's mature person. Are you seeing the difference? No, pastor, it's the way I feel. I will say to him. It's a piece of my mind. You are a child. And I said it on Sunday. It's not